All right, good morning. Happy Monday. This is a little different, huh? So if you're joining us live from the Insurance Syndicate, wanted to thank you for jumping on. I know it's kind of last minute change. One of our good buddies, Mr. Luke Ackery, that normally does our Monday Mindset, his Monday Mindset show is out today. We'll talk about why here in just a moment. But I got a special guest on with me today. I don't have Luke's intro, so we're going to run the Saturday morning cartoons intro this morning. And so we just found out yesterday about some really great news. We'll share that with you here in a moment. But if you guys could share and invite and throw this information out to people across the insurance syndicate world, or your Facebook, or whatever streaming method you're joining us from. We'd love to hear from you. Also, put in the chat where you're joining us from. I've got a special guest that's going to be on with me today. We did this so last minute, I didn't even have a chance to get a headshot of her. So if you notice the actual information that's being shared as far as the logo and the pamphlet goes and all that, is the Monday Mindset little head with the gears and all that in it for the person's for the broadcast, if you will. So I'm going to run our Saturday morning cartoons intro real quick, and then introduce our special guest for this special edition of Saturday morning cartoons, Monday Mindset edition on Mondays. All right. Again, good morning, everyone. Hope we're having a great morning. Good morning, Melissa and Ryan, joining from, I think you're both in, actually, I don't know where you're from. Put in the chat where you guys are from, because I don't remember what state you're in, because, I lose track of everything. So, all right, I've got a special guest. Actually, I don't have a special guest. I just happen to be hosting the Monday Mindset on the Saturday Morning Cartoons channel. But this young lady, I met about 6 months ago, it seems like, maybe a little bit longer now, on a private jet up in 40,000 feet in the air. Whenever I did it with her and about 25 other individuals, we, including Luke, who hosts this Monday show normally, I met this young lady at that time, and it was during the Ultimate Agent Tour, where we went around to 5 different cities. Cody actually just had a broadcast, a premiere on his YouTube channel of that. What's the right word to use? It's not a show. It's I'll think of the word in a moment, but it was a 45-minute version of everything we did, condensed from 5 days down into 45 minutes with all the speakers and the travel. It was just amazing. So without any further ado, Miss Medicare Misty is with us today. Hey, Misty, how are you?
Great, doing awesome. It's Monday, so you have to feel great, even though you don't want to.
That's right. That's right. I really like your little sign back there.
You like that?
Yeah. Is that did you use the Twitter bird before it was ever the Twitter bird?
I never even thought of that. Well, 18 years. So how long's Twitter been around?
Not 18 years, I don't think.
Good, because you just scared me. I was thinking I'm getting a call now.
Because I think the Twitter bird has legs.
Okay, good.
But it's okay. So thank you for in our little chat there on the phone and stuff, kind of volunteering. I know Joe was going to jump in and do this, but he is at Medicon.
Yeah,
It's
Medicare
like a big
Con.
Medicare conference out in Vegas or somewhere.
Yeah, yeah,
So he's doing that right now. So
yeah.
if you're out there, you're probably not on here.
No,
So
but they
that
can
there's
watch it
that.
later.
Yeah, yeah, they can watch it later. Exactly. So um,
Mm.
why don't you make the big announcement on why we're doing this in place of Luke this morning, and then kind of transition into the topic that you said that would be a good one for the type of mindset people need to have around this business.
I love that. Very blessed to be able to we got big shoes to fill for sure.
Yeah.
But Luke had his baby boy yesterday on Easter. Like how amazing. God risen and so did his son.
That's awesome. That's
So
awesome.
cool. We don't know his name or how much he weighed, but congratulations, Luke. We love you. Hope you do a great job replacing you and hope you enjoy that little one. So that's what we're here to help fill his shoes today and give you a
Yes.
good mindset for the rest of the week like he does.
Yes.
And I thought family, Alex, is something that we could think about just because of him, because he had a child. And sometimes, you can't pick your family, but I feel like in our little group, from the Ultimate Agent Tour, when you were talking about earlier, that we did get to pick our family, which actually Cody picked it. And we just became a bigger a bigger family. But he's good at that. He's good at putting the right people together, that you most think wouldn't connect together. So I thought family would be another way to say, if you weren't born with the best family, go and pick a good family that will build you up and promote you.
Ooh, yeah, that's
You
good.
know, and you can synergize with and will get you to the next level. And that's really what that trip was about, was helping other agents get to the next level, and get great ideas like this together. And a lot of people don't think that. Like when Cody started doing the power players, they're like, "What power players? That much money?" But it's getting those people in the room to collaborate to get to the next level. Your cartoon thing come out of this, with
Yeah.
that. The
Yeah, it did.
mindset came out of that, you
Yep.
know. So it was really cool being and people that you normally wouldn't meet from California, Tennessee, Texas, all different
Yep.
areas of the world. And there's an introduction already because you've got that one person that puts you all together.
Where
So
are you from, Misty?
Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm
Okay,
from
that's why you said you didn't say Tennessee on accident.
no, no, no. I'm born in
I love
Oklahoma.
that. Like the whole idea of and this is going to be so fun cuz like this is, by the way, for anyone watching now or hearing this later, like Misty and I basically just raised our hand when Joe said, "Hey, can someone step in for Joe?" I mean, for Luke. It was yesterday about 5 o'clock in the afternoon after family stuff and Easter was all over, and he was like, "Hey, by the way, Luke and his family had their baby. He's going to be out tomorrow. Could someone jump in?" And we were like, "Heck yeah, let's go!" Like, because I know, like, if something came up that was, positive, tragic, quick, last minute, whatever, death in the family, baby, whatever it may be, like this team that we have on the insurance syndicate, and the group that we have that are what we call MAID members, which are people that are, very involved in the insurance syndicate, helping, give back to the insurance world, doing stuff like what we just talked about, like they'd step up and do the same thing.
Yeah,
Right. So it
absolutely.
wasn't even like a thought or oh, should I or can I? It was, yeah, same time, same bat channel, got it. You
Got
know
it.
what I mean? So, and then the cool part for you, like you're in the MAID group, but like you're not doing your own show. Like you just set up and said, "Hey, yeah, I want to
Help.
pick me, pick me," right? So that was awesome. So yeah, let's talk about that whole idea of um, the family. You can't have your cake and eat it too in a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I think in this business of insurance, regardless of PNC, Medicare, life, whatever else there is, right? In the business, like you kind of can,
Yeah.
right?
You can.
Because
Yeah.
if you want to have X, Y, and Z happen and you speak it into existence almost, right? Like you can
Yeah.
have stuff happen in this business when it comes to having the right surrounding yourself with the right people, the right timing, the right group of people that have positive energy. So let's
Yeah.
talk about that. I think that what you brought up, and knowing that what we're looking for, what most people that are getting into this business are looking for is sometimes literally a new family.
Yeah.
Because like for me, like I don't know about you, Misty, like I quit a professional full-time corporate America W-2, like providing for my family 6-figure income job
Yeah.
to come into this business 6.5 years ago, roughly. And I got to choose the group that I became a part of, but the group didn't necessarily 100%, nor does it, or can it, or should it define who you are, but it can sure help mold who you can become.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And so to that point, why don't you talk a little bit about like getting to surround yourself with people within the industry that can help you be successful, having the right mindset.
And I love that too, because with this world and building a business, those are two hard things right now. I think the world's the worst it's ever been. Interest rates, inflation, and you're trying to build in like this kind of community by yourself and never own a business or own a business and failing before. So getting around people that have already done it, been successful, had the failures, kind of get their ideas, helps you get to the next level. I think half of the people in that room would have never met. And then it was pretty cool that half were speaking and half weren't speaking. So we got to spend more time with each other to build, just ideas, talk about ideas instead of people, which is what I love.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that for anyone that doesn't know it, we do Saturday morning cartoons because Joe and I happened to just have a conversation, right? I think we were in the second or third city and we just had a conversation about, hey, how many shows do we have? And this show, the Monday Mindset Show with Luke, was in process to come out like 2 weeks after were on that tour. I think there was another one. I don't remember which one. I think Wetmore Show was about to come out for the Thursday, or either it had just come out, and the Friday one was. I don't remember which one was out or which one was about to come out. But like we hit from like training on Tuesdays and winning Wednesdays to 4 or 5 more shows. It would have been 4 because we don't have one on Sundays.
Yeah.
So we went from or Joe went from 2 to 6 like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, listen, we've had a show on now every single day at 9:00 for I don't know how long now. I mean, 6 months
Since that
probably.
trip.
Yeah.
October. The trip was October because it was right before my busy season. That's how I
That's
remember.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
So November, December, January, February, March. We're in April. So yeah, like 5 months.
5 months.
It's been
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
I know. And every day. And I think that's a good thing, to talk about when you talk about mindset too, showing up every day when you don't feel like it. There's got to be a Saturday that you're like, yeah, I just want to sit and watch the cartoons, but you get up, you do it, you motivate, and then what you're doing, with your child too, I think is going to help everybody else be a better parent too. Because to think
Man,
about,
I hope so. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I
But
really
hope
do.
so.
I mean, that was just phenomenal just to watch because I hadn't watched it yet. So I watched, because Kyle invited us, and usually Saturday is my morning of, kind of getting ready for the week, relaxing really, or I'm out doing an event. So I was excited to be able to be on there and just watch him. And just like Kyle said, wow, where they're going to go, where we're going to go, because of the family that was really we were picked for it, but then we still stay and collaborate together, get back together and say, and then we can come to each other. Hey, what do you think about this idea? Or what do you think about I do that? And I think that's really important, especially, there's a couple introverts, in the group, which you would never think were introverts. And think I really want to talk to those because those are the hardest that they feel like to connect.
Yeah.
Because you have all the anxiety, the nerves, and I think people don't realize, even though we're an introvert or an extrovert, we all have that.
Yes. We all have a little bit of it. Yep.
Yeah. Will I be accepted? Will they like my ideas? I think once you get around the group, none of that matters. When you get around the right people, you can't go wrong at all.
No, I agree. I hope that, from a mindset standpoint, hey, what can I do? Hey, can I think outside the box enough with myself, with my kids, with my spouse, with my whatever, in order to change the way that most people would just do stuff?
Yeah.
Right. Because Sawyer actually didn't know that I was going to come back and say, hey, you got a show now. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he had done a podcast with me in Springfield. We did Power Players, and Sawyer went with me. It was summertime, so he was like, yeah, I want to go, Dad. So like we did that together. And I just recently posted a reel. It was like a 30-45-second reel, maybe a minute, of a clip from a year ago, or almost a year ago. And I was just listening back to it, and he was still 9 at the time, 9.5. And I was like, man, like, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is like, and like you said, like, and I hope seriously that like some people are actually seeing, what's up, Joe? You better get into Medicon. Just being able to, I don't know, just being able to just have a whole different way of thinking around the possibilities of what you can do, regardless of the business you're in.
Right.
Like the business you're in, the family you have or don't have, or whatever, like, just as long as you can keep this right, your mindset positively moving forward, man, you can really do whatever you want, regardless of business, regardless of experience, regardless of all that. Like, you have a go get it, forward thinking mindset and attitude, like it's there for you.
Right.
Ask Steve Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So give us some more, man. That was awesome. Like, talk to us some more about like your thoughts around being able to find the right niche, family, program, group, whatever you want to call it, like within this insurance world, which is what most of the people watching and listening are in.
Well, and I think the first thing, Alex, and I'm sure Luke has said this a few times, if you love it, it'll show and you'll grow. But that's the first step. If you don't love it, then you don't need to be in it, because then you're forcing yourself to get up every morning. When you love it, you're up, you get up, and it becomes, part of you. You can't live without it. So if it's not that, please don't stay in the industry, because you can't force us. It's like taking a square peg and putting it into a round hole. But once you do love it and you get into it, then it's get around the people that are doing big things. I think where we fail, and Luke's talk about this and Cody's talk about this too. Don't get around people that aren't doing anything, because they're going to make you feel what your idea is not great.
Yes.
And they're going to take you down, and then you're going to start second guessing yourself. And that's what I love about this group. I feel like each level that we do something is just another level that I had no idea that I was capable of. It's kind of when I did CrossFit with my body. I had no idea I could be pushed to that level. And I feel like in this group, it pushes my mind to another level. It pushes my confidence to another level. And we're not talking about each other's behind our back. We're like, okay, what other big thing did you do? What other big thing can we do? And that's the most important. And it's kind of hard, because you're thinking, where do I start with internet today? Nobody should be alone. Like,
no, I agree.
So inbox us, if you're wanting to do big things and you're serious, Because I think a lot of people think they want to do big things, and then the work that it takes to put in it, you know, like you showing up every day, Saturday. Luke probably really wanted to be here, but this is a big moment for him. His first boy,
Yeah.
and he just had it yesterday, so he can't be like, "Hey, babe."
Is it his first baby
No,
at all, or just his first? It
first
just
boy.
not just. It's his first boy, and obviously brand new.
Yes, brand new
He
yesterday.
has other children.
He has a girl.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. So second
Awesome.
child. Yeah.
Good deal, man. That's so
So
awesome.
so huge, and then how blessed we were in the right place at the right time. And half the people are at Medicare Con, go on their way to Medicare Con. So it gave us an option to
Yeah, that's
shine for
cool.
him and help, people get their Monday motivated.
Yeah, I just sent Joe a message and said, "Hey, if you want a celebrity appearance real quick and jump in here, Joe." He said, "I would, but I'm in security line right now. I don't think they'd like that." Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
Go
funny.
Joe. He's
Yes.
representing.
So here, I made these. I got to throw these across the screen.
Yes, good
So
job.
again, congrats, Joe, or not Joe. Sorry, Joe. You don't need no more babies right now. Congrats, Luke, again on the new baby. We'll have to get the name and all that. I'm sure he'll announce all that next week.
Yeah.
Name
Probably didn't want
and
us to do that. He probably
help.
wanted to do it
Yeah,
himself. Yeah.
healthiness and all that good stuff.
We can't wait
so
to meet him.
I know it's gonna be awesome. Misty, let's talk a little bit more about again that like if someone is in this space in insurance, there's all these different groups. The syndicate now has almost 7,000 members. There's
Wow.
all these other insurance groups on all over Facebook, some with 2,000, some with 200,000. Like people are out there. Those groups exist because
Right.
people are looking for a family.
Exactly.
I believe they are
They
that,
do.
or they're looking just to troll each other and talk junk about
Yeah.
the stuff that
Let's
they
hope
don't know
not.
how to be professional about, maybe. But like, if people are out there looking for like a group, a family, an organization to be a part of, well, here, let me preface with this.
Okay.
What's cool about what we do is it's first off, this business is a $17 trillion a year and growing industry, which all of insurance, right?
Right.
But I don't care what branch of insurance you're in, like there's plenty of room in this space,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that are out there kind of just floundering because they're out there trying to do it all on their own because they've been told, oh, don't be a part of this group, or don't go join an IMO, or don't join a FMO, or don't join a company that says that you quote have to recruit, or don't join a company that says that you should only do this, or make sure you do this, or make sure you don't do that. There's so much noise in this business because so many people, some of them genuinely actually want the best for you and want to help you and care for you.
Yeah.
Others just are out there to get theirs.
Right.
So how do you, like, 18 years in this business, you not me, how do you, like, what do you tell people when they're trying to like siphon through the noise of what they're looking like? How do people find their family?
Well, and I will tell you before the introduction, when Cody started his conferences, I was all by myself. I didn't have a family.
Yeah.
I was just grinding. I was single mom, just trying to get take care of my son, provide him things I wasn't provided, give him the life that I always wanted. And so I was just grinding that whole time and didn't really think I needed one because I was in survival mode. And then, but I always, my parents were 16 when they had me. I always wanted a mentor to get to that level because I didn't have the mindset. I wasn't given the mindset. The only mindset was what not to do. So, how do I do this? And it was a school of hard knocks of what to do, what not to do. And so when that came along, I didn't realize how alone I was because And when you get in a field like this, you also find more of your competitors too, which is, cool, because when you're, live in the South and you got the West, the East, the Middle, the North, you don't realize how many other people are out there, because I think they're just doing their own thing. But I think people quit not just because they didn't have the skills, the tool set, or the mindset to do that. Some of them just get lonely of like, it's a hard fight by yourself. It's a hard fight to be an entrepreneur.
Yep.
If you don't have a big group, there's several times that I've wanted to just check out recently, the most probably 5 years. It's become a cutthroat industry. And what Joe's created, and Cody, John, all of them have created is a safe place to be able to say, Tony was there one time. I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done of all of this. And he realized, no, don't, it's not time. It's not time for you to quit. It's time to go to the next level. And it is. And it's kind of like when you're losing weight and you're in that plateau, you're like, oh, I haven't lost any weight. You're like, what can I do next? And then your coach comes along and said, we're going to do this and we're going to go this way. So I think that's what this helps, is to say, no, you can't quit. It's not time to quit yet.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's there's so much out there. Like I said, like you gotta find a group, find an organization, find a mentor, a coach, a podcast, a YouTube, a Facebook, something, right? Like it will help your mindset in having people to having people to push and
Right.
having people to push you.
That's right.
I
That's
truly
right.
believe like having some family, right? That'll help you. And sometimes families don't get along, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But getting through some of those struggles will also help you become stronger, have more mental fortitude, all those things that come along with like getting through the fight per se.
Right.
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 So, I mean, we could sit here and probably talk about this stuff all day long, but
Yeah.
it is Monday. It is Mindset Monday for those of you that are, just catching this just now, or maybe you're you fast forwarded through the video or something later on. But this is Monday Mindsets edition, or excuse me, this is the typical time on the Insurance Syndicate for when Monday Mindset with Luke Ackery takes place. I do want to give him in his business that he does Monday Mindsets through is within the Insurance Syndicate, but part of that is because his business, Reminder Media, there's the website across the ticker there on the bottom. You can find that information or any information about what Reminder Media does by going to that website, getting a hold of his team or Luke. There's all kinds of products and services they offer. One of the biggest ones being making you unforgettable, like getting your name out there as a brand, as an individual, and effortlessly impressing and staying top of mind with your entire database and contacts on autopilot, and skyrocket your referral and repeat business.
And it is
that is what they do.
Affordable way to do it too. Several of my teammates have his magazine. It helps retention, which is amazing. And retention is what you want, because if you keep losing people, you're going to have to work harder and harder. So the whole concept is to keep the retention of your residual income. And it's a very affordable way to do it with your picture on it, your story. What he came up with was just amazing too. And now he does social media. And he does postcards. And so, shout out to Luke Ackery and Reminder Media, because they're amazing, absolutely amazing. And they will help you keep your business and grow your business too.
Yes, ma'am. There you go.
And his family.
Yes, 100%. And then Misty, we'd be remiss not to throw some info about you out there. If people are in the insurance space, maybe they're looking for maybe they're in Medicare on their own right now. if they're looking for, I don't know, I assume you are growing or have a team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if they're looking for, if they're already in the Medicare space, or maybe they're like, hey, I just want to get a health license, I just want to do Medicare health insurance, how can they get a hold of you so that we can give you a little shout out here?
Appreciate that, Alex. MedicareMisty.com. We also, I've got an agent that actually provides the class also for a cost. So we can help you get your health license and then get you started in the Medicare space if you're interested. MedicareMisty.com has all my information. My cell phone number's on there. My email's on there. We'd love to have you or come out and see, shadow. So appreciate that, Alex. You got to give a shout out for yourself too.
And you're in where? Chattanooga,
I'm in
Tennessee?
Chattanooga, but I'm licensed in all 50 states.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. And you said you've been in the insurance, but specifically Medicare space?
Oh, no, 18 years Medicare. I've had my insurance license for 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you're Medicare for a reason.
Yeah.
Medicare Misty.
Yeah, that was my passion.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't fall into it. The Unum had a layoff that got me into Medicare.
Okay.
That's how it happened. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Awesome. That's so good. And then if anyone wants to get a hold of me, or if they want to be on the Saturday morning cartoons and have Sawyer interview them, no, you guys can reach me. Most of you know, but if this is your first time hearing it, you can reach me at www.customlifepro.com, customlifepro.com. And you can email me at the same, alex@customlifepro.com, just like it sounds. And we'd be happy to do what we can to help in whatever way that we can. And I don't do any Medicare. I do all life insurance. Which again, going back to this group we were talking about earlier, right? Like there's 1, 2, 3. Actually, all 6 of us that do the insurance syndicate stuff. Yeah. Not one of us is in the same organization.
That's right. That's right. And we still
like we all do everything in our own lanes per se. Yep. But we're all part of this $17 trillion industry.
Yes.
Right. Again, the pie's big enough. There's plenty for the taking, you guys.
It really is.
If you're seeing this and you're seeing it on the Insurance Syndicate YouTube channel, and you're new to watching this for the first time, there's a reason they say hang around to the end of the meetings and don't leave it before it's over. It's because sometimes that's when the best of the gold nuggets are dropped. That's but right. I'll tell you guys, the best way to get in this business and to find what suits you best is just to get going, just to start, just to do it. Yes. Right. Change your attitude, change your mindset. If you're looking at like, hey, how can I just get it? Like, I don't know anything about insurance. I've never sold anything in my life. I don't even know how to spell insurance. Well, it don't matter. Right. Like get into it. We always say like, get in, make a mess. And us as mentors, coaches, and trainers and managers, whatever, like we're going to help you clean up your mess.
Yes.
So get in this business, go get a license, and just get in it. Just do it.
If you like it, make sure you like it.
Yeah. Like, and then it'll, I promise, if you work whatever system you're a part of, if you work it, the system won't fail you.
Yes.
Right. Like I have a mentor of mine that said, that always says the system works for anyone who's willing to work the system.
That's right. That's exactly right. So. Yeah. And if you work too, and what I love too, and I know we're at a time limit, everybody in this has a story. Yes. It hasn't been handed to them. And even if it had, they had failure in it. So I love that part about it too. We all have had a story. We all have, fought hard and fight hard to stay here.
So true.
So I love that about us too. You have to be a warrior and a soldier to be in this. It's not as easy it's not as cute as it is on the TV.
No, not at all. Misty, appreciate you. Thanks for jumping in and volunteering to do this.
Absolutely.
And be a guest on your first podcast.
Yeah. I appreciate you
jumping in to help someone else. That's awesome. from all of us at the Insurance Syndicate, Luke, again, congratulations on baby number 2.
Yes.
Jackson's a really great first name, by the way. I've heard it, sounds really good. Jackson Acree. That sounds
that does sound pretty good.
So
that's a president. Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Yeah. So appreciate you guys. Have a phenomenal week. Tomorrow is training Tuesdays. Wednesday is winning on Wednesdays. Thursdays, tactical Thursdays. Fridays is Friday Fuel. And of course, Saturdays is Saturday morning cartoons. All 6 days, 6 days of the week. We'll see you on whichever ones you jump on. And with that, we're going to, as Sawyer always says, Saturday morning cartoons out.
Out.